Okay, I'm going to be going over some of the problems that we did in class today, and you'll notice that there are some problems that look the same, but they just have different numbers. So we are working on lesson 5, which is subtracting numbers, session 2, and it starts on page 75, and we work on page 78, problems 8 and 9. I'm going to go ahead and grab a black tool. All right, so our problem was Mr. Diaz travels 4,002 miles for work in April. He travels 2,153 miles in May. How many more miles does Mr. Diaz travel in April than in May? Use any strategy to subtract. So what was the problem about? You'll notice that's in yellow. It was about some miles and he traveled. What are we trying to find out? That's in purple. We're trying to find out how many more miles he traveled in April than in May. And the important information is the numbers. We want to know that the first miles that he traveled in April is 4,002 miles. And then how many miles in May? 2,153. And we want to know how many more. When we see how many more, this means subtract. How many more means subtract. That's a key word. All right, so I'm going to go to my first strategy. My first strategy is going to be the standard algorithm. So anytime that I'm working with subtraction, I have to make sure that I put the bigger number on top. That will help my problem work out. So I'm going to put 4,002 on the top minus 2,153. I look in my ones place and I already see my 3 is bigger than my 2. That tells me that I need to do some regrouping. So I'm going to look over to my tens place and I notice that there's a 0. That's not helpful. I can't take anything from there because there's nothing there. I go over to the hundreds place and there's nothing there either. I need to keep moving over to the left until I can take something from that place value spot. So I go over to my thousandth spot here. I'm going to take 1,000 away, so my 4,000s becomes 3,000s, and then I add 10 over here, so that becomes 10. Now, I'm getting closer to going back into the ones. I have 10 here. Now I'm going to cross that out, and this becomes a 9, because I'm going to give 10 over here. So this number in the 10 spot now it has 10 tens. Because 10 tens equals 100, and I got one of that. I got 100 from over here in the 100 spot. So now I'm over in the ones, and I still don't have my problem fixed yet. So I'm going to take a 10 away from here, and I'm going to give it to my 1 spot. So my 10 tens now becomes 9 tens. So 10 plus 2, that's 12. Now I can subtract because I have 12 on the top and 3 on the bottom, and I can take 3 away from 12. So 12 minus 3 is 9. Then I look over here at my 10 spot. I have 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. I look over to my 100 spot, and I have that 9 that's there. 9 minus 1, that's 8. Then I look at my 1,000th spot, and I have, and I have 3,000s there. 3,000s minus 2,000s is 1,000. So to answer the question, he traveled 1,849 more miles in April than May. All right, I'm going to go on to the second strategy, which is using place value. So to set this up, I have to have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, I'm going to put both numbers in here, that 4,002 miles and 2,153. My 4,002 goes on top, just like in the standard algorithm way. Minus 2,153. All right, I'm looking in my ones place, and I notice that I have, again, the 3 is bigger than the 2, so that means that I need to regroup from the 10 spot. There are no 10s to regroup, to take away. I'm going to go over to my 100 spot. There is nothing there for me to get. Go over to my 1,000 spot, and I have a 4 thousands, which is going to become 3, which means this becomes plus 10, because 10 hundreds equals 1,000. So 1,000 equals 10 hundreds. So now I have 10. Now I'm getting closer back over to the right. So I'm going to take away 1. That becomes 9. And that 1 that I gave comes over here, plus 10. All right, so I have 10. I'm circling it because that's the number that I have if I add it plus 0. So 10 plus 0 is 10. So 10. Now I'm back in my ones. I'm looking. I still can't regroup it yet, so I need to take one away. So take away a 10. This becomes 9. That's my new number in my tens place. And that 1 became a plus 10 over here. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So 12 minus 3, that's 9. 9 minus 5, that's 4. 9 minus 1, 8. 3 minus 2 is 1. Same number. Okay, I'm going to show you base 10 blocks. This is the last time that you'll see when we're in the thousands. I'm not making 10,000s blocks. So anytime it's above 1,000, I'm not going to be able to do it. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. All right, for this, I'm only putting this number in. So I'm going to draw 2 circles. Nothing in the 10 spot, nothing in the 100 spot, because they're both 0 tens and 0 hundreds. Now to make my thousands, I'm going to make a cube. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. This is the number I'm starting with. Now I'm going to use a different color actually to show the regroup. I'm going to use orange. Now I'm going to take away this number. So I'm subtracting 2,153. I'm going to start in my ones. I'm going to try to take away 3. Well, I can't take away 3. I only have 2. That's not helpful. All right, I'm going to go to my tens place. Nothing there for me to grab. My hundreds place, nothing there for me to grab. So I'm going to take 1,000. This is going to come over here. This is going to make 10 flats. Each square has 100 in them, 100 cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is plus 10. Okay. Is that helping me? Not quite yet. I need to take away 1 and put it over here. So this becomes 9. Now I'm going to break that flat up into 10 sticks here. This is plus 10. All right, now I have, getting closer back over to my ones. I'm going to take away 1 of these 10s, and I'm going to make it into 10 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a group of 10 plus 10. So 10 plus 2, that's where I get that 12. All right, so I have 12 here. Now my problem is all fixed in the ones. Now I can take away 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. I'm going to go over to my tens place. I need to take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Go to my hundreds. I need to take away 1. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. In my hundred space, 2, or my thousand, sorry. 1, 2, I'm left with 1,000. So my number is 1,849 miles. And that shows that first problem that we worked on.